Hey, what up, socials? It's Abbi J here, your life coach, and I get that it's still summertime, at least here in Utah, but school is right around the corner. And so I wanted to do some back to school videos for you because I know that if you clicked on this video, then you are probably going into high school, which can be a terrifying and wonderful experience for you if you know the right tips. So in today's video, I am going to share with you the top tips for how to get good grades in high school. Because as I'm sure you've heard and people keep telling you and you wish they would stop telling you, things start to count when you're in high school. So what that means is that the grades that you get right now, the GPA that you have in high school is going to determine what scholarships you qualify for, which colleges you are able to apply for, and ultimately kind of where you end up with college. So it starts to get really important, and these tips are going to help you rock that GPA. So let's get going. So right out of the gate, my very first tip was one that saved my life in high school, and that was to get as much homework done in class as possible. Now, this might look different depending on the teacher. Sometimes your teacher actually gives you time in class to do an assignment, and they say, whatever you don't finish is homework. And a lot of kids actually take that time to go talk to their best friend or to go flirt with that new boy across the room. And I'm saying that a little bit of that is fine. You gotta flirt with that boy that you wanna get to know, but that you should utilize that time and that you should take advantage of the time you're in school, because if you don't do it in class, you've got to do it when you go home. So I know it takes a little bit of self-discipline, but actually take that time devoted in class to getting your assignment done. Now, also, I'm very well aware that a lot of teachers lecture the whole class period or, talk you through the assignment or teach you how to do it and then say, awesome, your homework assignment is the chapter recap or these pages in your math book, and that can be difficult, but it's actually really possible to still work on those assignments. I literally would put my math book on my lap, and as the teacher was teaching, I would try to work through some of the problems in my math book that I knew she would assign, because either she said it on the syllabus or what we were doing that week, or I knew that they always assigned that next chapter that followed their lesson as the homework. And I got so much of my homework done. And it helped me to actually take what they're talking about and apply it real life into my homework. And I avoided that situation of when you go home and you're like, oh my crap. I know that we talked about this, but I cannot remember how to do it. So this tip is an amazing one for not only pulling good grades, but getting your homework done and not having to do it at home. The second tip is to dedicate a period of time that you actually do homework every single night. Now, hopefully if tip 1 is working phenomenally for you, this is only going to be a couple minutes a night. But in high school, you can't avoid those long-term projects or those big term projects that just require so much extra time at home. And instead of cramming it and instead of just waiting to the last second to do it, have a period of time every day after school that if you do have homework or major projects, that you do them in that period. And it's a short period of time. It's a half an hour. For me, I'd get home from school at about 3:30, and from 3:30 to 4, that was get my stuff left over from school done, or start working on the first part of my English project, because come 4 o'clock, I knew I would be hungry, I'd be tired, and I'd be so done with school. So take those last couple moments, or when works for you. Maybe it's right before you go to bed. Maybe it's after family dinner. Take those moments and do some homework and do those projects so that you aren't left cramming, you aren't left in a panic, and that you have the time to refine that homework, because that's where the A students are making the difference. That is where you're going to get your 4.0. That is how you're going to succeed, is taking the time, and it's not a lot of time, to put in that little bit of effort that's going to push you to that A. My third tip for you is to put time and effort where it really counts. Now, this will be hard to do right as you start a new semester of school or a new year or your very first time in high school, because you've got to figure out your teachers. Some teachers are so easy, and I hate to say that, but you know that they give, hey, if you fill out the piece of paper, you get full credit. And there's other teachers that if you don't use the right vocabulary word, or if you don't show your work, that you're not going to get a good grade. So figure that out and put the effort where you need to succeed. One thing for me, I was horrible at physics. All of my other classes, including math and calculus, were a breeze, and I could do such a great job on all those, but my physics homework was insane to me and I struggled with it, and that is where I put my effort, because if I didn't try with physics, I was going to fail. So figure out where that is for you and put your time and effort to where matters most for you. And my last tip for you is to take the time to go and talk to your teachers. Now, this might seem scary for some of you who are just starting high school. For some of you like me, I was shy. I was so shy. Like, I wasn't shy with my friends, but to strangers, to teachers, people with authority, I was so shy. But when you take the time to talk to your teacher after class, or even like raising your hand and asking good questions, or, you know, participating in class, one, you start to establish a relationship with your teacher. They know you, and two, and this is the most important part, they know that you're involved in class. A teacher is so much more likely to help you out with either pointing you to some extra credit opportunities, giving you extra time after class to talk about maybe something you didn't understand, if they feel like you are actually interested and that this isn't a last-ditch effort to raise your grade. Because the kid who all along the semester has been asking questions, participating in class, talking to the teacher about their concerns, is the kid that's going to get the help that they need to raise their grade, instead of the kid that goes to the teacher and says, hey, teach, I am not doing so well in your class and I need an A, or my mom's going to ground me. What extra credit can I do? That's not going to go over really well, because you haven't put in the relationship there and you actually haven't shown this teacher that you care about your grade. So make sure that you're doing this and just sprinkle it in, like participate in class, be a good student. Check out my other videos on how to get teachers to like you. Yes, I did these videos forever ago, but they're some of my most popular. So go ahead and check those out. I will be sure to link those in the description down below. So there you have it. Those are my top 4 tips for you on how to get phenomenal grades in high school, because things do start to count now, and you want to get into a good college, and above all, you want scholarships so you don't have to go into crazy student debt for college. So pulling good grades in high school really does matter. So let me know what you thought about these tips. Please comment below on your favorite one, and of course, hit that like button for me, and please subscribe to my channel. I put out videos every week to help you succeed. If that's in school and getting your first job, in your relationships, we cover all those things on my channel. So please subscribe. And of course, I'm going to be linking to the side here some videos on other back to school tips. So I hope you enjoy those. So I'll see you in the next video. Abbi J out.